Yo, good morning. Good morning, freedom marchers. It's a beautiful day outside. It rained quite a bit for the last few days. And then we had some clearing winds. And it's feeling pretty good outside nowadays. Feeling pretty good outside right now. I ain't gonna lie, even for California. They're taking a break from the spraying, so we got pretty clear skies. A little bit of blue. A little bit of blue. Not as bright blue as I remember back as a kid, but you know, what are you gonna do? Anyway, how y'all doing this morning, freedom marchers? How y'all doing? It is Sunday, December 26th, 2021. Yesterday was Christmas. Hope y'all had a good holiday. Me and my fam, we stayed at home. You know, I smoked some brisket and some pork belly. So we had some of that cracking. The pork belly was excellent, man. The pork belly was cooked to perfection. It was very well cooked. It tasted delicious. Just my brisket, man. For some reason, the brisket didn't turn out like I wanted it to. Usually my brisket is pretty damn good. Anyway, how y'all doing? How was y'all holiday? Yep, pork belly. Old head deuce was good. Do me a favor, you guys, when y'all get up in here, hit the like button, please. You know, so the algorithm can do its job and get these notifications out, and you know, people can come to the stream and all that shit and get some of this information. I wanted to talk about the World Health Organization. Okay, I wanted to. Oh, hey, Deuce, do me a favor. Get this fucking bot out of my chat room with his fucking spam. Okay, Jay with open eyes for it was good. Please get this fucking bot out of here. My fucking nerves. I don't know why those types of bots are coming up in here with that vote and all that bullshit. Fuck out of here, man. I hate fucking spam. Anyway, and I hate bots. I wanted to talk about what the WHO said about the Omicron variant. Okay, good looking out, Jay with open eyes. I want to talk about the WHO and what they're saying about the Omicron and what they're also saying about the booster campaign. Okay, because you know, in the United States and in the UK and in these retarded European Eurocentric countries, they are pushing this. They're pushing this booster campaign to no end, right? And they're citing the Omicron variant as this atrocious, horrible, going to kill you in 2-second virus, that variant that's just knocking every other variant out the water. The only thing it's doing more than the other variants is spreading, according to their science, according to the bullshit they're putting out. Y'all know how I feel about the very existence of the Modelo 19 in general. I have questions about that. You know, I question germ theory in general. You know, but if we're gonna go by what has been put out by the news, by the scientists, by our governments, the Omicron, the only thing it does more than these other variants is spread, and that's it. It spreads faster. It doesn't. It causes mild symptoms. Very few people end up in the hospital. Those who die from it, you know, they already have like 4 or 5 or 6 comorbidities and they're up in the hospital already. Most of the people with the Omicron variant that are in the hospital is incidental, right? They were in there for something else, maybe a broken arm, broken leg, you know, sprained ankle, and they have to get tested. So they're coming up positive, and that's the only reason that these numbers are there, right? That's most of the people that end up in the hospital with the Oh My God were already there for something else. Okay, the Oh My God didn't put them there. All right, now we know that. We know that coming out of, with the data coming out of South Africa, the deaths are very low. If you look at the chart, you know, a lot of good scientists that I look at, I watch, and that I get information from, they break it down in charts and they explain it very, very well. The deaths are down here compared to Delta, right? Boom. Delta's up here, death and Oh My God is down here. That's where the Oh My God is in terms of death, in hospitalizations, in severe cases, right? Severe cases. Now, the WHO knows this, right? The WHO knows this. Now, we all know that we can't put too much trust in the WHO, right? I mean, we know that there isn't a worldwide agenda, but apparently the WHO understands that, look, the people aren't stupid. They understand what's going on. They're not slow. They know that every time a new variant comes in on the scene, every time there's a new variant, it's a weaker variant. You understand what I'm saying? So the idea that we're pushing this thing, our government is pushing this thing, the very thought of, what's his name? Joey B coming out and saying, oh, if you don't get snapped, you're going to die, and oh, it's going to be a long winter of death for you, and destruction, and your heart's going to melt, and all this other shit. Like, all that shit, that fear campaign they're pushing, come on, the jig is up. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know, why? But why are they still doing it? Why are they doing it? And why are they treating us like we're fucking idiots who are just going to believe everything they say, despite of all the information coming out from different countries? What? Just like with when it came to Israel, the Israel study that showed that even though they had like 80% of the people were vacillated, they were still, they still had high rates of cases. They still had high rates of cases, high rates of hospitalizations. People who were fully vacillated were getting, you know, they're getting hospitalized, they're dying, and all this other shit. And it's like, they want to dismiss that. Oh, it's not peer reviewed, and well, you know, it's not peer reviewed yet, but it's an extensive study, and it's extensive set of research, right? Tens of thousands of people involved in this research study. So yeah, it's not peer reviewed yet. You got to give it time. You got to have other people look at it, of course, right? We don't want to just, but they want to dismiss it like, oh, fuck out of here with that. They want to dismiss it like it's nothing. But that's the largest case study of how people with, you know, the Vaseline, how they are affected by the virus after they get the Vaseline, after they are fully vacillated and boosted. And the conclusion is, and then if you look at states like California, you look at states like New York, Chicago, where cases are on the rise, hospitalizations are on the rise, and they have all these Vaseline mandates and all this other shit. Like, if you look at the facts, and then you look at Florida, very low number of cases, low number of deaths, you know what I'm saying? And they're not pushing the Vaseline. They're not forcing you to get vacillated. They're not forcing this on you. They're not forcing the mandates. They're not forcing social distance. Like, they're not forcing face flags, right? California just instituted another face flag mandate for indoors. But it doesn't matter what type of face flag you wear to them. And Leanna Wen just came out and told us, yo, y'all know Leanna Wen. She's always on CNN and all this shit. She's the carrot or the stick lady. She's the one talking about, oh, give them a carrot, give them incentive to want to blah, blah, blah. Even she's like, yo, those face flags, the cloth ones, they're nothing more than facial decorations. But yet they still push this shit on us. But they tell us that we're anti-science. They tell us that we're conspiracy theories because we want to do the research. We want to do our own fact checking. We don't just want to go by what the fuck they say. They don't like that shit. But why? Why don't they like that? Because they want us stupid. They want us in fear. Fear Fear is the number one component for rulers to control you. Rulers' number one component is fear, okay? And for leaders, the number one component for leaders is respect, right? Respect and fear. They don't want to rule you by respect. They can't rule you by respect. There's no such thing as ruling someone by respect. You can lead someone through respect, through generosity, through ambivalence. You know what I'm saying? Like doing the right thing, morals. That's not how they operate. That's not how our government operates. Our government operates through fear. That's how it's able to do that. All the shit that it's been doing for all these hundreds of years in this country. Over 200 since the inception of the Constitution, right? Over 200 years since the inception of the Constitution. But how did the Constitution come about? Before that, you had the Confederation, right? You had the Confederation, and they were thriving with their sovereign states. Every state had their own thing going on. There was no central government. They were doing fine. But in order for the Federalists to push the Constitution, they had to use fear, right? Fear of what? Fear of King George coming back and trying to fucking take over all over again. Well, a central government didn't defeat King George, right? What defeated King George? Right? All the states came together, right? All 13 states came together, all the colonies, they came together and they said, let's get this guy the fuck out of here so that we can be free. We're over here now, we're sovereign, blah, blah, blah. They didn't say, oh, let's form a federal government to get rid. No. So why would we need the federal government to prevent a foreign ruler from trying to rule over us? We don't. We just need to align and come together when there's a need for it. There was no need for the federal government. But what did they do? They pushed the fear campaign. Oh, we don't want to get invaded again. We don't want England back over here trying to make us do shit that they want us to do. All this other shit. They had to influence through fear, right? Because they didn't like the idea of all these different states doing what they wanted to do. They saw an opportunity to have control over all the land of the United States, all the resources. They didn't like the idea, oh, well, this state had the cotton. Well, we need the cotton because, it's in high demand all over the world. Cotton boomed, right? The United States made trillions of dollars off of cotton during slavery, right? And because the certain states benefited, the states with the cotton benefited the most off of the sale of cotton, these other states in the north that wasn't really all in that, they didn't get as much benefit from the sale of the cotton. They didn't get any benefit because they were separate states, right? They had to actually pay for the cotton. So they came up with, and it's not just the cotton, it's just commerce in general, the free market, right? They wanted to control the free market of the United States because you had, this state had fruit, this state was best for growing food. That state had this state had that. And they didn't like the idea of all this interplay, all this negotiating within the country between the states. They didn't like that. They also didn't like how, and this is what led to the Civil War after after they federalized everything. This also had to do with that, how they didn't like how the states wanted to do their own thing in regards to slavery and all that stuff, right? But the only reason they wanted to end slavery is because the slaves were rebelling, right? And they wasn't getting their cotton out. Like, you know what I'm saying? The cotton wasn't getting cracking, right? The cotton wasn't getting distributed like it was supposed to because all the fucking all the revolts, all the rebellion. And so it was costing money. So they said, well, we need to end slavery and give these slaves the idea that they have some level of freedom, and we'll do something like sharecropping, and so that they can get back to work. You know what I'm saying? So we can stop this shit and get back to work. That's the reason they did that. But that's what it's all about, right? It's all about the fear. It's all about the fear. That's how they control people. It's the propaganda. And we keep falling for it, you know, for whatever reason. Even though we know the information, we have the information. I talk to people almost on a daily basis, and I tell them facts. I tell them facts about the oh my God. I tell them that the oh my God is likely to bring about the end of the plandemic. That's what it's likely to do. Why? Because it spreads so fast and it's almost like you're getting snapped. You understand? That's how weak compared to the Delta and the wild type and the beta. The difference between the Delta wild type and the beta is the level of severity is very low. It's almost low to the point like if you catch the oh my God, it's almost like you're getting vacillated in a natural way. You're getting inoculated for sure because your immune system is detecting this thing, and it's like, okay, let's get this weak shit out of here. So now they create antibodies for the entire the Modelo 19 genome itself, not just the spike, by the way, not just a spike, but for the entire genome, over 20 or so proteins, right? 20 or so proteins. Whereas the vacillator, right? When you get vacillated, you get about 2 antibodies that detect and are equipped for 2 or something like that. So it's almost like when you get the oh my God, it's the ultimate Vaseline. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me on that. Do the fact checking. I'm just telling you what conclusion I drew from the information in regards to the oh my God. That's all I'm doing. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist, but I have done research. I know how to read. I know people are saying, well, you don't understand what you're reading unless you're a scientist. I understand English. You understand what I'm saying? I understand English, and I know a little bit about biology because I took some biology classes when I was in college. Whatever. I'm not a fucking expert, but nonetheless, I understand certain things. There are certain things that are common sense. Scientists and doctors are fucking human beings as well. They just studied longer in a particular field. Okay? That's the bottom line to it. They studied longer in a particular field because that's what they were drawn to. Just like I'm an electrician by trade. I'm an electrician. I'm a weapons expert. But by no means do I think that I am above everybody else and that no one else can know the shit. Like, you can watch some YouTube videos and learn how to wire a 3-way switch or 3-way switches. Or you can learn how to change a magazine in your weapon. Or you learn how to draw. You can learn how to, you can learn how to shoot. Like, you can read, right? If you know how to read, you know how to do shit. If you know how to comprehend and retain and, perform based on that, then you have an understanding of certain shit, right? Like, I have this book about field first aid. There's a lot of shit in there where it's calling for real medical equipment. And I'm like, well, how is this field first aid or emergency field medical shit? I think I have the book in here somewhere. But they're telling you to use certain equipment that you're not going to have in the field as a regular individual. So that's where the disparity is. The equipment that is used. Okay, we understand how to, make a splint for a broken arm. Okay, we're in the field. This is how we do it. There's certain steps you take. But at the end of the day, we understand when they say the oh my God is a weaker variant of the Modelo 19, and it could bring about the end of the pandemic because it spreads so fast but it's so weak that people will become immune to the Medell 19 itself, the entire genome, with a little tweak on the spike protein, which it doesn't attach to. It doesn't really get all the way down into the lung tissue. It stays in the bronchial tubes, and that's how it spreads so fast. Is that hard to understand? Is it hard to understand? And if it's in your bronchial tubes, your body can more readily take care of it. And it's not going to get all the way in the lung tissue, which causes your lungs, your air sacs to fill up with fluid. Is that hard to understand? Is that hard? What I'm explaining to you is just what I read and what was explained to me, not me directly, but was explained by certain doctors and scientists that have some level of integrity. It's not hard to understand this shit, but they want you to think that if you say shit like that, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I know what a lung is. I know what an air sac is. The air sac's in my lung is at the bottom. That's where the oxygen intake occurs, right? In your air sac, and then it comes out as CO2. Am I wrong? What am I missing here? And if the if the Medell 19 virus is in your lung sacs, your air sacs, then your body reacts in a certain way. It fills up with lungs, and that's where the pneumonia comes from, right? And then it allows bacteria to get up in your lungs, and you can get pneumonia from the bacteria due to complications from the Medell 19 virus. Is that what's so hard about that? They don't think that we can understand understand that. They think we're too stupid. So when you shit, I'm trying not to get stuck by this fucking light, but oh well. But when it's not hard. It's not hard to understand that, but they want you to think that you can't have that level of understanding because you're not a doctor. You're not an expert. It's an appeal to authority. That's a fucking fallacy. Appealing to authority or appealing to an expert, that's a fallacy. That doesn't mean that someone who's not an expert or not a scientist or not a doctor can't understand the basics of this thing. Why is the booster campaign a problem? Why is the WHO saying that the booster campaign can prolong the plandemic? Why is that? It's because I got to be real careful how I say this. The Vaseline, the vacillator, y'all know what I'm saying. I can't even say the word. The vacillator it's weak, right? It's weak. So if it's in terms of the level of immunity that it helps your body present. Now they want to tell you, oh, if you get 2 boosters and if you get 2 in a booster and you mix and match, it'll increase your chances. But what are they saying is the maximum level of protection? What are they saying is the maximum level of protection? They're saying that the maximum level of protection is natural immunity plus full vacillation. Natural immunity plus full vacillation gives you maximum protection. Well, how much of max is just natural immunity and how much of max is vacillation? That's what they're not going to tell you about. I can't even tell you because they're not explaining that. What gives you ultimate protection on its own? Now, this also came out of the study from Israel. What gives you ultimate protection on its own? What gives you the best protection on its own? Full vacillation or natural immunity? Natural immunity does. Natural immunity builds stronger, better antibodies. I'm just telling you what the facts are. I'm just telling you what was explained, what these scientists are saying, what the studies have shown. Natural immunity presents stronger antibodies, longer B cell and T cell memory, right? So even if your antibodies go away, that doesn't mean that you're going to get completely sick again if you catch the Modelo 19 again. No, you still have your B cells and your C cells and your all this other shit. They have longer memory. And when they detect the Modelo 19 virus, they kick in the gear, they create the antibodies much quicker. That lasts longer. Not only do the antibodies last longer in natural with natural immunity, but the B cell memory also lasts longer than vacillated immunity. So what happens is, if you get vacillated, you're going to create these weaker antibodies, which can then make you get sick again later on down the road. Whereas with natural immunity, with this weaker virus, by the way, is going to be much better equipped to take care of that. But they want you to get natural immunity plus full vaccination plus boosters. Well, if you get, from what I understand, if you get vaccinated after your natural immunity, you're basically eradicating your natural antibodies. Like they just get those out the box. So now you have these weaker antibodies again, and the level of protection, the length of the protection goes down. I think it's 10 weeks now or something like that. 10 weeks for the Omicron. 10 weeks. Whereas with natural immunity, it's much longer. So you're allowing the Omicron to keep spreading and coming back and keep spreading and all that other shit. Whereas if you had natural immunity and you just let the shit ride out and create a herd immunity, that's what it's going to do. It's going to create herd immunity, and it'll be something, and it'll be endemic, and you'll shrug it off like nothing. But because of this booster campaign, they keep wanting you to create these weak ass antibodies for the Omicron so that they can prolong this shit. Why are they pushing the booster campaign, even though the WHO said pushing the booster campaign will prolong the pandemic? Because they want the pandemic prolonged. They want the pandemic to be stretched out as long as possible so they can continue their terror campaign. Okay? They can continue their terror campaign of ultimate control and rulership over you on a level they never experienced before the days of slavery, right? Before the days of slavery. They never experienced that level. Well, the slavery isn't over, but y'all get what I'm saying. Democracy is slavery and the republic is slavery, but that's a whole nother thing right there. They want to prolong it because they enjoy it. These governors and mayors, they thrive in the level of control they have over you. And they have it because of the Model States Health Emergency Powers Act. It gives them that right. It gives them that ability in their mind. It's not legitimate, but it gives them the authority, but it's not legitimate authority. So they feel like because they have this Model State Health Emergency Powers Act, it's all good. They love the pandemic to be around because they want to be able to do what the fuck they want to do, and they want to keep your ass down. They love it. They thrive in it. So that's why they do this. Excuse me. Let me see what y'all talking about. Shout Out Cloud says, I've never seen any proof any virus can last more than 10 days in the population. For 1 million, like always, that's control. Yeah, AZ Infidel, booster is just a word, exactly. No nonsense Stucky was good. AZ Infidel says genetically modified humans, yeah. Like human GMO. If you like GMO food, you'll love the jab. Exactly. That's why I call myself non-GMO. Run this fear game run by the industrial complex owned them same elites such as then still running the show. Yeah. Rashard Givens was good. James Millage was happening. According to Trump, the vaccine is the greatest. Don't get me started on him. This guy, this is how you know Candace Owens full of shit. This guy sat up here and said, no one has died after getting the Vaseline. And Candace Owens let him get away with that shit. I thought she was this hard hitting, this hard hitting wordsmith that could blow everybody out the box. Why didn't she get on Trump about that shit? Really? No one died after getting the Vaseline? Okay. No one's gonna call him on that, including your boy the clown shoe Lucas. Didn't call him on that either. Oh, what did he say in this wrong? Come on, bro. We know what's up with Trump, bro. The symptoms of an Omni-Man are the exact same as a cold. Yeah. I'm just saying, man. Same. Hey, what are you gonna do? J Smooth 72 said they're trying to make people sick with the poisonous shots. Yeah, I mean that's an easy conclusion to draw. Giving up an eyes for says, yeah, that shit's annoying as AF. I get those as well in my comment sections and live streams. Gentlemen said, have me good old Thanksgiving dinner for Christmas, LOL. That's what's up. Yeah. Shadow Cloud says, I was following the Fairly Small Farmers channel, and GMO Company reached out to him and tried to give him free seeds for his farm. Just this week, he turned it down. Oh, man. Yeah. That's what I want. I wanted to visit farmers. I wanted to hit the road and visit farmers in an RV with the fam, but that didn't work out. So I'm going to be going. I'm still leaving California. It's fast approaching too, yo. I got about a little over a month before I'm out of here. I'm so excited. I got the job. I got a job already. I'm just trying to secure a place. So that's it. I got the movers. They coming on the 10th. They're moving my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just my wife already got the plane tickets. We just gotta secure a place, which I'm pretty much gonna do next week. So it's all good. Found a place already. Already put in the application. Just waiting on them to get back from the holidays to finalize it. So it's pretty much done. I'll be the fuck out of here. And it's funny too, cause they suspended the magazine ban and the assault weapon ban in California. Wow, 2 months before I fucking leave, they suspended it until the Supreme Court decision comes down. Because the thing with the Supreme Court decision for the out of New York is it's not just whether or not people are able to carry their firearms outdoors, outside of their home, which is obvious, right? That's the fucking case. We can do that. That's what the Second Amendment says. Nothing about you have the right to keep bearing arms in your house. It doesn't say that. And we already established it with Heller that the Second Amendment applies to the people, not to a fucking militia. The militia is made up by the people anyway, so either way. But what it's also going to determine is the test, right? When they try to create these laws, there's certain tests that they have to pass. There's a strict test, a moderate one, and then there's like a more interpretive one, where they can interpret it how they see fit. But what this case can do, if they go with strict testing, strict scrutiny, the most restrictive, they can't create any law. Anyway. All right, so yeah, with the Supreme Court case, it's not just going to determine if we can carry our firearms inside and outside the house. And if they determine that, well, it really won't be a need for any motherfucking, it should be pretty much constitutional carry. That's what it should be, right? Depending on how this is determined, constitutional carry all across the board. We shouldn't have to create laws that would allow us to, have constitutional carry. They shouldn't have to go through all that. They also shouldn't be allowed to create laws that go against constitutional carry. So we'll see. But it's also going to determine how strict they test the laws, right? So they know that if the Supreme Court rules in favor of the people, which they should, they know that the assault weapons ban won't hold up. The magazine ban won't hold up. Background checks won't hold up. It's just a number of red flag laws won't hold up. None of that shit's going to hold up because people are going to be suing like wildfire. And if the Supreme Court rules in our favor, which we should know by June, maybe by June, it's going to turn everything on its head. Like all these laws, they might as well just wipe that slate clean. They might as well just get rid of all that shit. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to that. And I think they know what's going to happen because they suspended the shit. If they were confident that the Supreme Court was going to rule in their favor, they would keep that shit in place. But now they're suspending because once the Supreme Court hits, they probably won't even take it to the Supreme Court. They'll just be like, you know what? All right, we're going to remove this, blah, 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 because it's not going to pass scrutiny. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Something like 120 Republicans were trying to vote in red flag laws, but I'm afraid America might be done for real. Yeah, well. You talking about the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act? Jane Miller said, Lucas got me messed up saying the Vaseline has never killed nobody and only people who died by the Modelo are the non-GMO. He's an idiot. Oh, how can he say that? What a fucking idiot. See these people? He's an idiot. He's a liar. He's not an idiot. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He's lying. He knows damn well people died after getting the Vaseline. He knows damn well that they did. There are famous people that have died after getting the Vaseline. There are famous people that have been hospitalized after getting Modelo 19. Miss me with that bullshit. Like, the clown shit Lucas is an idiot. Yep. And then guess what? We got on their ass about that, those 120 Republicans, and they removed that shit, didn't they? Voting didn't help. They didn't remove it because we went and voted. They removed it because we made some noise. And we said, nah, hell nah. You got life fucked up. Because if you try to do it to the soldiers, what's going to stop you from doing it to us? Nah, we ain't having it. And so they removed that shit. Lucas is an idiot. That's dumb. Him saying that, it's a lie. It's a lie. If Lucas really said that, he's going out of his way to deceive people. Exactly. It's bullshit. It's like me saying no one's died from the Modelo 19. I know people have, or what they're calling the Modelo 19. I'm not going to lie to y'all and say no one died from Modelo 19. What I will say is that we do know that they are calling people who died from other causes, they're calling it Modelo 19 because they had Modelo 19 at the time of death. I'm not saying that because I feel like it. No, these motherfuckers said it themselves. Dr. ZK said it. Fucking, what's her name? Deborah Burke, whatever her name is, that used to be on the task force when Trump was in office. They all said it. They said it. The shit came down from the CDC. If they test positive from Modelo 19 at the time of death, then it's a Modelo 19 death. That doesn't have to be the cause of death. Listen, don't get me started with the clown shit Lucas, man. He's a liar. He know damn well people died after getting Modelo 19. And I gave you guys a story from the BBC. There was a BBC presenter or announcer or whatever. She died directly from the Modelo 19 Vaseline. And I shared that with you guys. It said it on the headlines. She died directly from the Modelo 19 Vaseline. So he's already a fucking liar. Blood clots, heart attacks, all kind of shit. Complications from the Vaseline that cause deaths. He's a liar. A liar. Yeah. So Clown Shaluka, he has no credibility whatsoever in my mind. Zero credibility. Because if he flat out lie like that, he's a fucking liar. Anyway, I gotta get out of here, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button if you ain't subscribed yet. And let's get this shit out, man. People need to see this information. I'm not saying that my information is the most crucial, but hey, you know, the more people that get it out, the better. If you're so long, it's probably just time to throw in the towel. I haven't watched. I don't even watch his content anymore. Like, I'm still subscribed to him, but you know, I just like to get information and see what the fuck he's spewing. You know, that's just really what it is. All right, guys. Holla at y'all later. Let's keep marching forward to our freedom.